Welcome back to Dracon's Place, the Banner Saga 3. Alright, let's talk to Spar. Spar sits in the rubble of a ruin, watching Even move vast slabs. He fidgets with an ornate mead horn. Good a time as any to give this to you, Varl. Noticed you've got no drinking horn. That's no way to live. I don't care to drink from a yawk's horn, old man. Nay, does this look like a sodding yawk's horn? It's carved from the tusk of a gold boar. Shines, even in full black. Okay, so I've never seen a real gold boar, but I did steal it a long time ago from a very rich man. He seemed pretty convinced. Folka stabbed me with her eyes when I told her I was giving it to you. What made you think of this now? Oh, I don't know. Been down a lot of roads. Had a feeling that I might not see the end of this one. And I don't want to imagine Dutch using it to make some disgusting thing after I'm dead. Why give it to me? Tradition, Varl. These young folks don't know respect. They don't remember time when it was right to honor a guest. Don't care what any of them say. You're doing a fine job. Look here. That's a history carved there, before banners and tapestries. See the little armies? Tusk does seem to shimmer on its own. Carved figures almost look like they move as you roll it in your hands. I can't keep this. Take it! Take it! Alright. Not like this lang spill anyway. He smiles, pleased with himself. Alright. Don't seem too upset about dying. Upset about dying? Varl, we're upset about living. Do you know what it's like? Going pee 3 times a night and only waking up twice? No, that sounds fine. It sounds fine. But I'll tell you what. I'll miss my life. Secret for those of us with short lifespans is love. Sounds like a bunch of rot, I know. But if you don't love life, it'll make you miserable. Learn that from a lady friend. Smiles, pleased with himself. Where did you learn to play? What do you mean? Who taught me? Nah, no one taught me. It's a festival. Biggest of the year. By all rights, too young to hold my drink, sipping from every unwashed cup I could find. There's a spat happening, one guy built like a bear, howling at another man over his girl, or I don't remember. Doesn't matter. This other poor guy, he's a mouse. You ever seen one of those guys? Thin beard, wide eyes, ready to run? Girl comes at him with a knife pulled right out of his dinner. The mouse is soiling himself, climbing over tables to get away. Everyone's loving it. Even the musicians stop to watch. And I'm off my head drunk and I'm thinking, by the gods, this needs a good song. So I grab the instrument and go wild, sawing and screaming. The thing just sings in my hand. At least, my head is its masterpiece. Must have sounded like a boiled cat. Mountain of Man slowly looks over at me with the most complete confusion I've ever seen, and I just remember... Next moment, there's a knife in his neck. The mouse got him. Even drunk as I was, I knew it was because of me. I've been playing ever since. Frankly, it's a damn tragedy, wasting my talents on these ungrateful monsters. I'll go and check on Juno. Aye, you better. If these two don't find this passage soon, Bulwark will feign us right in our... Oh, alright. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the horn. I'll make sure everyone does disgusting things with it. And enjoy it, too. It's not a bloody decoration. It's a gift from the God-blessed ravens. Morale went up. Gold boar tusk. I got an item. That's good, because I could use items. It's a level 13 item. -1 movement. Minus movement. 80% maximum chance to hit? What? So you always have an 80% chance of... What? 1 strength damage resist, +3 strength, +3 break? So it axes your chances to hit. But then it makes your attacks do more What? That is the weirdest and, like, most useless item, man. I mean, the +3 break is nice, but... the fact that it axes movement and your maximum chance to hit? Really? That's not great. I was hoping for an actually, at least, mediocre item. Okay, well, let's go to the tower. Oh. Okay. That is the serpent, like, all jacked up over there. Thought you'd be helping Even. I had to check on something. Look at the horizon. The serpent rise in the distance. Knows we're here, but it won't approach. Hopefully. Yeah, after those last two encounters, I get why. I doubt that's what hold it back. For now, just trying to discover what we will do next. I know that feeling. These horn towers are portals the Menders built long ago. They allow us to enter the inner earth, the Dredge home. I knew the Dredge came from below, but inner earth? Like, caverns? No, not at all. Imagine another world, with sun and sky like our own, but within our own. This will be a dangerous path, but the quickest route to the place where Even will undo all of this. Jono sees the skepticism on your face without looking. So, I also came here to speak with you privately. I know Even may seem unusual or unapproachable, but he is a good person. Usually if you have to tell someone you're not bad, okay, that's an interesting option. Odd pair, you two. I can see why you think that. Fact is, I saved him. He saved me. He is kind and devoted. There's a smile on your face, and you realize that it may be the first time, or the first you've ever seen. I don't know how to talk about it without sounding like an infatuated girl. I truly love him. I know it won't excuse, things to say the Volca lead different lives. Hard in their own. That seems poorly translated. Okay, whatever. But don't we all deserve to be loved by those who would do anything for us? These are odd options. Like, the first one makes sense, but then the other two are very bizarre for this. Like, yeah, so agree with her. Hard to know what I should believe. That's an odd one, but... Sure. That means a lot to me, and Even too. When you asked to come with us, I was uncertain. I didn't want to take you away from loved ones. But I'm glad to have you here. I consider you a friend. One of the few Even and I have left. I will do what needs to be done to fix all this, no matter the cost. Decided that no matter what happens, I will not influence you again. I promise you that. Trust is important. A whistle reaches you on the wind. You leave the churning coils of the serpent on the horizon and return to where the others have already entered the tower. Whoa! That's a giant pit! Join the others already waiting in an enormous cavern, chamber. I completely replaced those words. Beneath the tower. So what do you expect to happen next, Spar sputters? Even steps to the edge. We jump. Heavy footsteps echo off high walls, and a dreadful outline stands in the doorway. Well done, witch, says Bellower. Make a fool of me again. Even from here, you can tell he's shaking with rage. Even screams for everyone to jump, but there's only hesitation. Volka turns and walks to Bulwark. The caravan watches Volka with rapt anticipation. I doubt we'll get another chance to talk, Bulwark, so I had to know. Is there anything of you left in there? I never left, Volka. You left. We thought it was what you wanted. I thought I was following orders. What's done is done. Yeah, that does sound like you. You get as close as you dare. The other two barely acknowledge your presence. That's not Bulwark anymore. He's right, I'm more than I used to be. Seeing things you won't understand. What if the Volca can undo this, Bulwark? What if they really can? It doesn't have to end like this, you stubborn dolt. They lied to you, Volca. They're still lying. Bulwark points his axe at the Volca, and static flickers across even shaking hands. These two took our reputations. They took our freedom. They took my life. They did all of this. Even if they can save the world, I won't allow it. Are you kidding me? Life's not fair? Is that your argument? Even when I was 8 years old, I never, gave you such sniveling drivel. Really? He joined her when... Volka joined him when she was 8? That's an interesting detail. Don't destroy everything we made to save your pride. The Ravens need you. So do I. Feel the slightest shift in Bulwark's demeanor. But in a blink it's gone. Jump down the rabbit hole, Volka. I won't stop coming until every one of you is dead. That's all you got for me? Me? Volka snatches Bulwark's axe from her belt, the one he threw near Strand, and pushes it into his hand. If this is just revenge, why wait? Oh boy. If I am wrong on this decision, like if I trust Volka and it turns out she's wrong, she is dead. I am glad I de-equipped items, but her being dead would be a big blow for our party. Or we can go cautious. I'm gonna trust Volka. I've always liked you, Volka. That's why I gave you a chance to run. Crap? Things are suddenly moving too quickly to react. Without hesitation, Bulwark... Damn it! The axe blade deep into Volka's neck, and she falls in a bloody heap. Your face narrowly escapes Bellower's second axe blade as you stumble backwards. His screaming rage fills the room with a peal of thunder, drowns it out. Lightning arcs from Even's staff, scorching the ground around you in wild patterns, catching Bulwark's fur cloak on fire. Ravens reluctantly leap into the pit, and you follow, tumbling down into the darkness as light from the hole above recedes. A roar rings in your ears, like the bellow of a sunder. Bulwark leans over the edge, his face wreathed in flame from the smoldering cloak. The last thing you see before everything goes black. Damn it, Volka's dead. I didn't even catch the chapter name properly there. Oh man, the darkness is right outside of Aberrang now. Sometimes you awaken more tired than when you fell asleep. This is one of those times. Aleo is silently sitting bedside. Aleo? Were you watching me sleep? Wait, what? No! Yes, I mean, Oddleaf sent me to get you. Wasn't sure whether to shake you awake or let you... What's happening? Nothing good. Rug is free? He's creating problems out by the gates. Oddleaf's trying to talk some sense to them now. What happened? While we were busy fighting asunder and saving the city, his men broke into the prison, killed some of Petrus's guards too. Are you kidding me? Wish I were. Hate to say it, but we should bring as many clansmen as we can find. Be a grave mistake to leave them behind. You don't think they'll be safer here? I don't think we'll be safe without them. God damn it. I should have killed Rugga. Holy... Guys like Rugga, man, it's literally the end of the world. Everything is falling apart. And he's just over here. It's like causing mayhem and messing everything up even worse. Okay, move 2 tiles per will. Okay, that's an interesting one. Canary has that passive, I believe. Is it Canary? Yeah, one of the Horseborn has that as a passive. Never deflected. 30... Okay. Alright, so that's a, like, movement dodge type item. Interesting. Really? Warrior's Beret. Move through allies, so it has light step, never deflect, 50% crit chance. +2 aggro, +2 to all talents. That one is plus 50% crit, but it bumps up their aggro. Man, that downside, that's a serious bump in aggro. The rest of it isn't great enough to make up for that. Man, that's an interesting one. Oh, +2 aggro, +2 armor, +2 strength, okay. 20% divert armor, dodge chance, strength resist, +1 armor. Not that great. 0 supplies available. Alright, that's fine. I still have 13 days worth. And we don't really seem to be needing many supplies. In Banner Saga 3 so far. Alright. Where is Hakon? Still have Canary. Hakon's gone. That's strange. Alright, yeah, Eric is already as good as he's probably gonna get. Well, I suppose I could bump his health more. For more survivability. Oh, it's expensive, that's why I haven't done it. Ooh, Mogir can get buffed. I could give him more divert, which would be nice. That would stack well with his other stuff. Ooh, and he gets his title. Yeah, 15% chance to avoid armor attack. That sounds fantastic. And now we can give him his passive. More armor. Plus armor regen. Alright. Never injured after KO. That one's interesting, but is it worth 15? I don't feel like it is. Alright. Alright, Mogir is now amazing. What, +3 armor. So he has 21 armor, and then he regens 1 per turn guaranteed. Plus he has Titan Strap, so that's 30% chance to regen. Nice. Gunnulf the Mountain. 30, I could give him one more strength. Plus he would get armor resist and strength resist. Yeah, all of his good stats are already, like, super buffed. Yeah, let's max that out. Alright. 3 points of dot damage lasting 2 rounds. That's pretty powerful. Sheesh, she already has good stuff. Alright. Oh, that's right, Ubin. Oh, he just has 3 points natively available? That is fine. Oh good, that's broken. Because of course it is. Okay. Back out, go back in. Yeah, get Titan straps. Get that crit chance. And an exploit. Nice. Oh, she has 2 points available. Alright. Yeah, general survivability buff there. Alright, Canary can just be leveled regularly. Okay. You can get 1 point. Yeah, Titan straps. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, that seems decent. Okay. Oh, we actually have a rest option. Oh, is that... I don't have any injuries, so I don't need to rest. We still have great morale. Okay. Let's go and confront Rugga. You squint in the sunlight outside the cool shade of your tent. The smell reminds you of the small farmhouse you once lived near in Skogir. The field is full of horseborn, a lot more than there were before. Ubin stands in their midst, the shepherd of a confused flock. He's chatting with Gunnulf, catching up on lost time. Ubin spots you and waves you, beckoning you to join him. These horseborn lost a lot of leaders all at once, he said. No, he tells you about the new arrivals. There we go. They haven't found a lot of sympathy here in Aberrang, despite helping defeat Ruin. Hate to crowd your camp. What would you think about taking them under your wing? Do they want that? We won't know until we ask, Ubin replies. In times like these, I believe it's better to have too many friends than too few. Let's speak to them ourselves. We call to the herd and Ubin translates in his charismatically deep voice. They look dubious, but ask some questions. By the end of it, many have wandered away, but some have accepted a loose alliance. Okay, maybe if I'd use the horseborn allies? What kind of trouble got stirred up when we need the whole clan? The kind that turns into an angry mob. Great. My least favorite kind of mob. I don't... When you're describing a crowd as a mob, I don't think it's ever a good thing. I have quite a few clansmen. 639, 271 fighters, and I have 136 Sparrow. Through still gaping holes in the splintered walls, you glimpse the dredge, ingenially lurking. Bleary-eyed workers do their best to fill the cracks. The foreman spies you at the head of the caravan. Got any fighters with strong arms? God knows we could use them. They'll be well fed. I have the people for it. I would... But at the same time... I'm going to face Rugga, so... A token number of volunteers to help. So I could give them a little bit? Give them a few dozen. I don't have that many fighters. I have plenty of clansmen. It's all you can spare, you claim. Some clansmen don't seem to mind the chance to do something productive with their idle hands. Okay, good. I don't have that many people to lose. 266 fighters. I thought it was... less than that, but... Okay. That's fine. I think time is very slowly advancing. So many survivors occupy the dirt along the common paths they begin to blend together. Young girl conquers her shyness and comes begging food at your feet. Others are inspired to do the same. Compared to these people, you have a considerable amount of supplies. The real question is how much you're willing to spare for those who aren't in your clan, who will keep coming in the future. Do I give them my own personal food and let my clansmen do as they please? Leave a good amount, ignore them. I'll give some of my own. You hand the girl a small bundle, ruffle her hair before she runs off, but the rest with open arms. Don't share her sweet smile when you indicate there's no more to spare. That's fine. Okay. Is this entire trip about bleeding me of resources before we face Rugga? Is that the deal? Dredge killer! Shouts a woman as you approach. Contrary to what sounds at first like an angry mob, the opposite occurs. Thankful survivors crowd around, asking questions you can't answer. What if Dredge attack again? What about the darkness? What do we do now? Leave me alone, I'm no champion. Let's give them hope. Many of these survivors have no banner left to claim, but cheer their fealty to you and follow towards the gate. After your roused speech, you don't dare send them away. Plus 112 clansmen. I now have 750 clansmen. Holy crap. At least they seem to be making some progress on the walls. Yeah, Ruin did quite a number on them, though. Nice when you don't have to be responsible for absolutely everything. After dealing with that Sunder, they finally pitched in once they realized you're not going anywhere. It's like, man, our group has killed 2 Sunder.
I had that feeling again. The one where I want to look to my father for guidance, but he isn't there. Despite everything else going on, it's still mankind that worries me the most.
Yeah. At least with the Dredge, it's very straightforward. But humans are a problem, aren't they? A growing crowd is gathering at the gates. It is easy to tell the curious bystanders from the hardened, darkened faces of Rugga's loyalists. but there are plenty of different colors being flown here. The Varl are also nearby, looking uncomfortable. As you step forward, the disgruntled murmur of the crowds turns into a squeaking of rats skittering into hiding holes. Rugga, as always, wears the satisfied smile of a man who drowned his own humility and bottomless ambition long ago. Yeah, that's an accurate description of him. Ah, our saviors have joined us. Maybe now we can hear some sense. Pleasant voice will be a welcome change to this one's yapping. You prefer it to my bite. Why a vicious dog should be muzzled. You don't see the irony in that coming from you? I don't know what you mean. As usual, I only want to protect our people. But Oddleaf hears what she pleases. No, you don't, Rugga. You hide behind that. You just want to be in charge. At any cost. You only want to condemn. Starts with the dredge. How long before you convince them we're the next enemy? What do you mean starts with the dredge? Should we throw away all of our sacrifices to let them walk through the gates? Just as there are Varl here, horseborn. Many of those outside these gates are women and children too. We've known this. We've even taken a dredge infant whose mother was slain. It's been amidst you this whole time. Rugga's eyes grow wide at this. Disapproving murmur ripples through the crowd. Interesting to see that choice come back. Be that as it may, tell me why I just lost good Varl fighting them for hundreds of years. When our leaders tell us to fight, we fight. The dredge are no different. Bellower is gone. Eyeless and Ruin are gone. Are the rest beating down our doors, crying for blood? No. They cry out for mercy. All I'm suggesting is that we don't leave them to suffer in the darkness. We can find a way. Before he died, our king says everyone lives. Who is Rugga to disagree? He is no king. Oddleaf is right. There is no king here. Look at the faces around you. Some who just lost children, trampled beneath bloody dredge hooves. Shall we invite the dredge in for another go? Don't see how any of this matters. When the darkness comes, we'll all be the same sort of dead. But things being equal, I'll shed no tears for the dredge now. Hear, some common sense. What does our heroic Sunder Slayer believe? Speak up. We've all been waiting for your wisdom. This is a really weird time to be having... like, why would Oddleaf choose this time? This would be a lot easier of a decision to make if we had someone in this party who could speak with the dredge. Then we could talk with them and find out what the deal is. Alright. Yeah, no, talking about him cowering in chains while we died on... well, we died on the battlefield. That seems like a crappy choice. It's just gonna upset Rugga and his loyalists. And also, being locked up I would not describe as cowering. Like, they're being forced there against their own will. You can't call him cowardly. That's not... okay. I would like to point out that there's actually there's no choice here that's a hard, like, stand against the dredge. Is that because I have the dredge infant? I don't know. This is interesting. Allow me to prove that once again you've answered the wrong question. Raga appeals to the crowd now, speaking loudly. Friends, shall we fling the gates open wide to the murderous dredge, embrace their hammers and stones? Should I let this hysterical woman endanger your families, your kin? For a murderous, stinking slag! Angry shouts erupt in response. Fury fills the face of those closing in. Raga's faithful draw steel. Oh, good. Hey, they gave me Hack on back.